comes the hype. A console's a cultural nothing. It made no mark and left no impact. The Switch 2 just came out. You're gonna be eating your words in like 2 or 3 years, 4chan, when you realize that the Switch 2 is one of the best selling consoles of all time. The Switch 2 in 1 week sold 3.5 million copies. Okay? In 1 week, sold 3.5 million copies. According to Nintendo's numbers, of course. And 4chan, they just keep taking L's when it comes to the Switch 2. They really thought that no one would buy the Switch 2. The Switch 2 would be a ginormous failure. The Switch 2 would, and not everybody, and you know what's a scary thing for 4chan? Not every Nintendo fan has bought a Switch 2 yet. Yes, there are some people either waiting for a specific game to come out, like I'm waiting for Kirby Air Riders to come out, because that's the game I want to play. I know I want to eventually get Mario Kart World and Donkey Kong Bonanza, but the game I want to play the most is Kirby Air Riders. Okay, that's the game I want to play the most. I'm going to wait until that game comes out, and then I will get a Switch 2, most likely, around the time, because I want to play Kirby Air Riders. I want to play that one, okay? Or people might be waiting for Metroid Prime 5, or Tamawashi Life 2, or New 3D Mario, or New 3D Zelda, okay? And that's the problem with 4chan has lost, okay, as well. Okay, 4chan has watched this one. Also, the Switch 2, they'll be able to iron out the kinks, because I know that when the Switch 2 first comes out, the kinks, are gonna be ironed out. Also, I think they finally fixed the Joy-Cons, where instead of, what they just slide on, they actually are, like, magnetic as well, and this, as well, like, I saw a whole person, do, a whole thing about the Switch 2 as well. The Switch 2 is, of course, not, a Nokia phone, okay, but it's designed to still take a beam, because I know Nintendo knows that kids are going to get the Switch 2, so you can play the next Pokemon or Mario, and, kids want to throw tantrums when they don't get their way, and they, they try to break the Switch 2. Nintendo tries to make the consoles as durable as possible, but of course, it's still going to be inevitable. A kid's going to break the console, they're going to have to get a new console as well. And when I was aware of the DS, I had like 10 different DS systems for when I was growing up, like 5 different 3DS systems. It's funny, I haven't managed to keep the same phone for 5 years, so, I became more careful with my technology, that is for sure, okay? Like, I remember the last time I actually genuinely dropped my phone, like, honestly, okay? I became way more careful with that type of stuff. But the Switch 2 just came out, like, no one, like, there's no game, like, only thing we talk about with the Switch 2 is Mario Kart World, and when Donkey Kong Bonanza comes out, it's Donkey Kong Bonanza, and then of course Kirby Air Riders as well, And yeah, that's what this video here, and goodbye.